And in business news, it looks like Bed Bath & Beyond will soon be closing its doors for good. The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection yesterday. It's the latest hurdle on a rocky road of setbacks for the business.
When the epidemic struck, many stores and malls were already having trouble. They're closing stores at an alarming rate right now. Amazon is downshifting in an unusual way. The company's overexpansion as a result of the pandemic, which fueled growth in online sales, is being corrected by what is turning out to be a sizable number of layoffs. Is it an indication that a new era centered more on profitability may be beginning? Well, let's see. 10 years ago, customers started shopping more often on Amazon and other online stores. Brick and mortar retailers have seen a sharp statewide reduction in sales in recent years, but the pandemic accelerated this decline. After a disastrous 2019 in which more than 9,300 stores closed, major retailers closed 12,000 locations in 2020. According to an estimate from financial service giant UBS, another 80,000 stores, or 9% of the total number nationwide, will close in this retail apocalypse over the next 5 years as e-commerce sales continue to rise. More than 60 large shops declared bankruptcy last year, including Brook Brothers, J.Crew, Guitar Center, and Pier 1. Sears, Lucky Brand, Forever 21, and Circuit City also declared bankruptcy recently. Toys R Us closed all of its 735 locations in 2018, and Payless closed all 2,100 of its stores in 2019. Victoria's Secret has closed dozens of stores, while Bed Bath & Beyond is now closing 200. Particularly heavily hit have been department stores. According to an email from Amazon spokesperson Jessica Martin, like any retailer, we periodically assess our store's organizational needs and make decisions to increase efficiencies for our employees and deliver customer value. We are still devoted to our grocery company, and we are actively assisting the affected employees in locating new shifts or positions at Amazon. Although it owns the upmarket Whole Foods market chain and runs roughly 44 fresh locations across numerous US cities, Amazon has had difficulty competing in the grocery sector. As Amazon battles sluggish sales growth, Chief Executive Officer Andy Jassy has ushered in a period of austerity. Jassy has stated that the company's fresh grocery operation is still a focus despite the company pausing its expansion. During an earnings call with financial analysts, Jassy stated, "We're doing a fair amount of experimentation today with those stores to find the format we think resonates with customers. It's differentiated in some meaningful fashion and where we like the economics." In the past year, as concerns about the economy have grown, the company has worked to cut expenses across all of its activities, including food. As part of a routine review of its grocery portfolio, Amazon announced earlier this year that it planned to close some of its Amazon Fresh and Go locations. As part of a reorganization plan, Whole Foods terminated several hundred workers in April. Groceries present a significant growth opportunity for Amazon, according to CEO Andy Jassy, but the company also needs to establish a successful mass grocery format. Following recent layoffs at Amazon, which has impacted over 27,000 employees over the past year, the grocery chain has announced job cuts. According to a Morgan Stanley analysis, Amazon is in charge of about a third of all retail sales and half of the industry's growth. Everything is available on the site, including household goods, electronics, clothing, and groceries, which is a significant advantage for the business. Other long-standing companies, however, are being fatally affected by this, and many of them face extinction this year due to a fresh round of retail bankruptcies. The demise of large chains, the permanent transformation of our shopping habits, and the devastation of millions of small enterprises have all been attributed to the mega retailer. But in reality, the road to complete Amazon dominance has only just begun. Even a Death by Amazon index has been developed by one investing firm to monitor the stock prices of retail companies they perceive to be most at risk from the online giant. Toys R Us was the organization that topped the index in 2017. At the time, the store was giving discounts to customers in an effort to win them back after Amazon made it so simple to order the newest items with just a few clicks. However, the double-digit decrease in sales persisted, and in September of that year, the company filed for bankruptcy because of its $5 billion in debt. Since then, the index have consistently predicted which businesses will be destroyed by Amazon, even correctly predicted JP Morgan's death in 2020, and more recently, the demise of Bed Bath & Beyond. Many large retailers have reported decreased sales, fewer foot traffic, declining revenues, and shop closings this year. Moody's had hundreds of physical stores on its bankruptcy radar at the moment. One of them is Blue Apron. Data indicates that Blue Apron has been hanging on by a thread ever since Amazon bought Whole Foods. The company has been placed on a bankruptcy watch list since 2021. As the slump progresses, the non-essential service is anticipated to suffer greatly. In 2023, the Amazon effect is anticipated to affect Macy's as well. The department store's decline has been ongoing for some time, but Amazon's expansion has accelerated it. Since the epidemic, hundreds of Macy's stores have been closed. Sales have decreased, and the retailer's future remains gloomy. Retail experts suggest that the biggest bankruptcy of the year was also fueled by Amazon. Bed Bath & Beyond has been experiencing declining profitability for years, and the home furnishing market has been under pressure ever since the e-commerce giant started providing free delivery to many customers. The company declared bankruptcy in April, closing 360 locations across the country. All of this demonstrates that the Amazon's effect influence has been unmistakable. Amazon is establishing itself as a global leader in almost everything by forging forward in one field or another. The pressure from the internet retailer that has changed the face of American retail has led to the demise of many businesses, and if others find a solution quickly, they might be the next stores that Amazon destroys. According to Global Data Managing Director Neil Saunders in email comments, the e-commerce giant hired more than 1 million new workers in the previous 5 years, including a partially frenzied expansion during the pandemic. All of this action, he argued, was based on the false notion that Amazon's service and goods sales would keep expanding quickly. With consistent revenue coming in, Amazon also developed a strong sense of optimism about entering new markets and generously staffed those divisions. But it is now clear that Amazon's sharp rising trajectory over the preceding years has reached its peak. However, he said, "I'm also optimistic that we'll be creative, innovative, and scrappy in this time. We're not hiring broadly and removing some roles. These changes will allow us to pursue our long-term ambitions with a stronger cost structure. Long-lasting companies go through various phases." Saunders cautioned that while the cuts are appropriate, tightening the ship carries some danger. The company will have to reduce its investment in innovation, even though it has the financial capacity to keep the lights on due to the tighter climate, he said. This is a worrying prospect given that this has been the hallmark of Amazon's success over the years. Not only Amazon, but other retailers also underestimated the pandemic's effects on demand endurance. Nike and other companies piled up inventory, for instance, in which they are now scrambling to sell, according to Simeon Siegel, managing director of BMO Capital Markets, who made this observation last year. But Saunders claims that given how well known Amazon is for its data skills, it ought to have known better. The shocking aspect of everything, according to him, is that despite having legions of intelligent employees, Amazon failed to recognize some pandemic shifts as transient. Over the last few years, a lot of bad assumptions were made in determining recruitment policy, and these have now come back to bite the company. Bed Bath & Beyond has been experiencing declining profitability for years, and the home furnishing market has been under pressure ever since the e-commerce giant started providing free delivery to many customers. The company declared bankruptcy in April and shut down 360 locations around the country. After Best Buy was surpassed by Amazon in 2021, the latter is currently the biggest retailer of consumer electronics in the nation. For decades, Best Buy has held the top spot, but year after year, the internet store took a larger portion of the market. Compared to Apple and Best Buy, which saw single-digit growth in 2022, Amazon saw a 28% increase in sales of TVs, laptops, and other electrical devices. These traditional brick-and-mortar stores might soon suffer the same fate as Bed Bath & Beyond. Amazon is currently the largest retailer of clothing in the US, making Walmart and Target look like amateurs. Even Costco, which once dominated the retail business, is becoming less prominent. Its pioneering subscription business model put the typical store under duress. Costco was stagnant despite Amazon's continued ascent. When Costco and Price Club combined in 1993, there were more than 80 million subscribers within 30 years. But when you compare Amazon Prime to this, it started in 2005 and had an estimated 107 million members by the end of 2022. How do you think this downsizing is going to affect the day-to-day lives of the common people? And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel so we can provide you with more such videos. Don't forget to check out our other videos also here on our YouTube channel.